Restoration. Restoration. Restore your life through laughter. Happy to have you tuning in on today. A little bit of homework like we always do. We're asking that you will help us to keep God's vision going forward. This is WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network, and we are asking you to help us by donating. This is a nonprofit, and it's out of Charlotte. So we're asking that you continue to help us to help people's platforms by donating. Even if you hear something today that touches your heart, we also ask for you to comment, share, and let us know what's going on. If you enjoy the show, please let us know that. So today we have an awesome show for you guys today. We have some awesome men of God in the building today. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Mr. Johnny Sizemore and Mr. Carrot Beer. How are y'all today?
Hello, how y'all doing? Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's so great to have you guys here today to talk about your ministry. And I see that, you guys have teamed up to do something great in the earth. And so, when you get two men of God together, see, that doesn't happen often. So I'm so excited to get into the cookies and everything about what's going on. So let's see what we're talking about here today. They are the founders of Showtime Productions. They put on plays. They are sold out. And they are moving across the nation, y'all. So get ready. This is just the beginning of what you're going to see. So, guys, could y'all tell me a little bit about your vision and your mission? And also tell us how you came together with this great show.
Absolutely. First, let us say thank you so much for this awesome opportunity to be a part of your show. It's a wonderful thing that you are doing, and we celebrate you and want to tell you thank you. My name is Johnny Sizemore. I'm Carrot Greer. And we are the founders and directors of Showtime Production. Showtime Productions is a urban theater company, production company that centers around bringing excellent and integral theaters for all cultural diversities, all that. We've been doing this thing for almost going on 2 years now, and God has truly been blessing us. It's crazy that we got together one day and said, we're going to step out on faith and we're going to do this, and look what God has done.
That's amazing. So, just what you said is so important, that faith walk. You got to make a move in order to bring to fruition what it is that God has and wants to put in your hand. So how was it for you guys when you determined that, okay, we're going to go ahead and start this production? And, sometimes people start things and they may not have any money to start. How would you say that God helped this vehicle along?
I would say that I think we both knew when we got together that it was going to work. It was never anything that we questioned. It was never anything that we kind of backtracked on, like maybe we shouldn't because we don't have money. We don't know who's going to support us. Our faith was up here the entire time. And we knew what God was going to do. And he did it, and I'm trying to figure out why you acting so modest, like you're not a part of that. You need to let people know that you were in our very first show.
Absolutely.
And she did a great job.
Awesome.
And we miss her, but we are proud of what you are doing right now.
Well, thank you so much. I just want to make it about y'all because you know what? Definitely the best experience for those of you who are listening, just tuning in. We are in the building with the founders of Showtime Productions, Mr. Johnny Sizemore and Carrot Greer. So if you have not seen one of their plays, I'm telling you, we're going to get into that later about the show, tell you how you can come and be a part of these awesome plays that they are having to go forth. And I was able to be a part of the Showtime family, and I'm still a part of the Showtime family. God is just moving and he's blessing. So hopefully you guys will see my face back on the stage. But today we're discussing how great this mission has been and how it's touched the lives of many and how it's going forth. So question, what demographic or who are you trying to reach?
We are trying to reach the unchurched. We're trying to reach people who will never step foot inside the four walls of what we deem to be a church building. Our mission is to reach people to speak a language that they understand and put the message of Jesus Christ in the form to where they can see it and they can receive it. That's what entertainment is all about. And so many times we get so one-sided or one-minded or boxed or closed in, and we feel like we're supposed to only be catering and ministering to those who are saved. But what happens to those who are lost?
That is so great. You know, my biggest question in ministry and being an evangelist, because I knew, even though I'm a part of a church, I know my ministry is for outside of the walls, because there are people who are not coming to your churches. So I think that that's amazing that you said what you said, because there are those out there that are unchurched. They don't know how to even, walk into a church building. So we need vehicles like this where people can be touched on a level that they understand that God is still out there and he's still reaching. So, as being a part of Showtime Productions family for me was great, because the way that you guys treat your cast members, the way that you guys actually do your production, it is phenomenal. It is without error, I will say, because I've seen several different ones, and you guys, you flow like none other. So what would you say gives you an inspiration to keep going forth and to continue to write these plays?
I know for me, it means a lot to have the people that are involved, like yourself, and the people that are part of our staff and a part of our crew, for them to say that this is their dream. And we have provided an opportunity and a platform for them to pursue their dreams. And it's so much bigger than us just putting on plays. Like, our mindset is more than that. Like, we want to build a solid foundation right here in the upstate, to let people know that we have some of the most talented people around here. And that you don't have to travel to LA, New York, and Atlanta to feel like you're going to be able to pursue your dreams. We're going to be right here in the upstate. So that for me, that's what it's all about. And I love hearing about that.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think for me, I piggyback wholeheartedly with what Kerry said, and it's about giving people an opportunity, because one opportunity has the power to change your entire life. And for so many people who are part of our cast, they come in, they're like, you don't understand what this opportunity has done for me. I've been looked over so many times everywhere else, but to be given an opportunity and for it to be on the magnitude and the level that it's on, that's a blessing to us, because I have been one that was overlooked for so many things, but you see, God does something miraculous for the ones that are overlooked. So, that's what gives us the ability and the drive to do what we do.
Well, the word says the last shall be first, right? So I truly believe in that. And I'm so grateful to have you guys on today. If you're just tuning in, we are in the building with none other than the founders of Showtime Productions, Mr. Johnny Sizemore and Mr. Kerry Greer. And we are getting into the nitty-gritty of how they came to found this awesome production company and the opportunities that it affords for so many. So we're so grateful today to have you guys. I want to actually ask you about your up-and-coming play. Could you tell us a little bit about that play and just a little snippet of what we can expect?
Well, actually, we have two shows coming up, too. I'm going to tell you about it, Crown About It Heard, and I'll let the mastermind tell you about the new show, okay? So, our debut show, Crown About It Heard, it's been sold out 3 times in the upstate of South Carolina, and we're taking it on the road, and we're headed to Columbia, South Carolina on April the 14th at the Harbison Theater in Columbia. And this show deals with so much mental illness, rejection, bitterness, depression. And, sometimes we become so busy with life and with ministry that we neglect our first thing, and that's the family. And so we kind of bring awareness to that. And this show, if you know anybody that is struggling with anything, who was dealing with family secrets, that's one of the biggest problems inside of the African-American community, because we've always been taught what goes on in this house stays on in this house. And that does more psychological damage to us, because we carry around so much until it keeps being buried on top, and eventually that stuff is going to explode in the inside of you. So we're trying to bring awareness to that. And then, Kerry?
What lies beneath?
Woo-hoo!
We're both very excited about that show. you know, Cry Nobody Heard was our very first show that we produced, that we wrote. So I think What Lies Beneath is really going to show the growth that we have experienced throughout the whole process. And the storyline is What Lies Beneath is very mainstream, I would say, but it still has a message. It still has a message. We're talking about domestic violence. More importantly, we're dealing with issues like young men and the relationships that they have with their fathers. And that's something that we don't ever really talk about. And I don't think we realize the effect that, you know, not having a father present, or even having a father present that's not a good role model, how that affects you as an adult. And that's some of the things that we're bringing attention to, What Lies Beneath. And on top of that, we have some incredible actors and actresses. Absolutely. And it's just giving them an opportunity to shine, and I can't wait for June 9th.
And it goes down at Furman University in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay, so you see he put his plug in, so we will give them an opportunity at the end of the show so that we can get that information out to you guys so you can know how to attend each of these awesome performances that are going to go forth. I am so, you know, happy to be a part of the Showtime family, and to have been able to experience. Those of you who are out there who are actors who want to, you know, accomplish a dream, I encourage you to reach out to these young men and to let them see your gifts and see if you can be used to help their vision go forth and used in some of their upcoming events and things that they have going on. We're going to keep on going and pushing. Let me tell you something, you know, they said something that's very important when they were talking about the opportunities that are afforded. Sometimes we are looked over. Sometimes people think that we don't have what it takes. So I just want to encourage you guys out there, as you see two young Black men, entrepreneurs who are successful, who God has used and is still using to do great things in the earth. So if that's you, if you feel like God has assigned something to your hand, do just what they said. Step out on faith and don't have any reservations. Don't have anything that you feel like will block or stop you, and you will see success. So as we jump back in, if you have just tuned in, we are in the building with producers and founders of Showtime Productions, and they're talking about their up-and-coming play, What Lies Beneath, and A Cry Nobody Heard. And I know for a fact that A Cry Nobody Heard is an awesome play. I hate that I am doing some other stuff sometimes and I'm not able to be there, but I know I'm going to hit that stage again soon. So y'all just write something for me. But let's get back into it. So when you were talking about your ministry and who you want to reach, I think what's most important is that we don't get caught up in self. And you guys talked a whole lot about, you didn't talk about yourself. You didn't talk about what it was that you wanted to gain, but you talked about what it was that you wanted to do. So who has been, I'm going to give you the opportunity first, Johnny, who is your first inspiration to actually fulfill the purpose in your life? And then you can answer after, Carrie.
My inspiration, I look at Tyler Perry, and he is an absolute genius. For him to go from being homeless to being one of the most recognized filmmakers, playwrights, just a business mogul in general, it speaks volume. I don't think he gets as much credit as he deserves, because he is providing opportunities for people
Who look like us.
Who come from, who may not have the stellar backgrounds or things of that nature, but he provides platforms, television shows, stage plays. I actually went to Columbia to see a stage play of one of his executive producers, and that just shows you that he got behind him and backed him. One of the things that happens in the African-American culture is we have this crab bucket mentality, and we feel like if somebody else get one step ahead of us, then we got to do what we got to do to stop them. But when we learn how to push and support one another, this will take us to the next place. So I'll say Tyler Perry is, and that's, you know, he's great at what he does. Absolutely.
Okay. Eric.
For me, and it's kind of bittersweet because he's no longer here, but for me it would be Dwight Woods. And I'm an alumni of the Phyllis Whitley Repertory Theater, and I grew up always singing around the house, but I'm very shy when it comes to people. Like even doing this right now, like I'm so nervous. I don't like talking in front of people, but he came to my home church, City Grove in Greer, South Carolina, and literally we were doing nothing. There was a whole bunch of youth in the church, but we weren't doing absolutely anything. He started a youth choir. They got up there, and I still wasn't getting them there because I was like, I'm not getting them there. And, you know, he came and talked to me, and he worked with me. He brought out a confidence in me that I never knew I had. And probably within a couple of months, I was singing on the choir, leading songs. I was in the repertory theater, starring in plays, singing, dancing, doing everything that I wanted to do, but I never had the confidence to. And so now as an adult, I have been given the opportunity to do the same thing and invest that back into somebody the same way that he did for me. And that's what I look forward to. And that's what I want to build on. I want to be that person that gives the confidence and lets somebody know, hey, you can do this. It's in you, the same way it was done for me. So that's why the White Woods is definitely a big inspiration to me and what I'm doing right now.
That's awesome, guys. Thank you guys for sharing those intimate moments and things with me, because, you know, sometimes you have an inspiration, you kind of keep that to yourself. But, you know, we have people that are listening to the sound of our voices right now, and we are to encourage them that there's somebody that you can look up to. There are people out there who are positive, who are doing positive things. And if you just jump on in there like you did, even though you're like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to do that. And eventually, once you know, decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna start, I'm gonna get involved. And it transitioned into this. Now you're a founder of a awesome Showtime production. So, you know, who knows, the sky's the limit for you guys. So I'm so excited for you as well, and what God is doing in your life and how he's affecting the lives of others through you. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network, Inc. And we are in the building with none other than the founders Showtime Productions, Mr. Johnny Sizemore and Mr. Carrot Greer. And we just want to encourage you today, if you feel like God has assigned something to your hand, we are telling you to go out and get started. Don't allow anything to block or stop you. No excuses. Go ahead and let God use you. I want to offer up, for those of you who do not know Christ, please choose him today. Choose salvation today. Make your election sure that you will see him. So all of you out there, if you do not know how to get on your knees and to accept Christ into your heart, we ask you to get on your knees right now and say, God, I believe that you died for my sins. Rose again. I believe that you shed blood on Calvary, that I might be set free, that I might be reconciled back unto you, God. And God, I admit that I have sinned and fallen short. So God, I ask you right now to come into my heart and live, that I might be changed, and that God, you may be able to use me, that I may bear the fruit that you would be appreciating in me, that you will, Lord God, continue to keep me right now, God, as I give my life and I surrender my heart to you. So we thank you so much for those of you who've taken Christ on, and we celebrate with you right now. For those of you who have allowed God to come into your heart and to allow him to be the captain of your ship today. I cannot have a show without allowing God to be present. And I'm happy to have men of God on the show that agree with me. So I just want to take this time out now to give you an opportunity to let us know how we can contact you, how we can get information for tickets for your shows, when they're going to be, all that information. Let us know.
Absolutely. You can log on to Showtime Productions GVL, Greenville. So Showtime Productions GVL.com. You can reach us at 864-326-5690. Tickets are available. They're $25 general admission for the show Carnival Body Heard in Columbia, South Carolina. Tickets are $25 and $35 for What Lies Beneath, which happens June the 9th at Furman University. And yeah, come on. We got so much more in store. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Very excited.
I'm excited for you guys, and I'm so thankful that you took out time of your busy schedule to be on with us today and to share with us your vision and your mission. And I pray that the abundance of God fall afresh on you guys, and that you will be able to do even greater than you even dreamed. And I know that you're going to be great because God is in the forefront of your vision. So I thank you guys for allowing me to interview you today and to get the information out about this awesome production. And I pray, my prayer for you is better, that your latter be greater. So we thank you guys for tuning in with us once again with WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network Inc. Again, if you liked anything on the show, if something touched your heart, please share. Please let us know. Please go to our website and give us a comment. We want to hear from you out there and know that something is changing and shifting in your life by what we're doing here. We thank you so much once again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Your girl, Delightful K. We'll see you. Restoration. Restoration. Restore your life through laughter.